We are live. Welcome to Gamers Health. This week, we are not being accompanied yet by Filipino karaoke. No, no, no. We have Mexican mariachi band going. Welcome to Nueva York. So,
We've got it all.
we've got it all. I know you get. Why do we need a soundtrack when the neighborhood just provides it?
Exactly. It comes free.
It's if it's free, it's for me. Folks, I am Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. With me is my lovely wife Rachel. As
How you doing?
every week on a Saturday, we will be doing this from North Texas, and we'll see how accurate today episode will be later when we start talking about.
How did it go?
Yeah. Oh, like a pig. Um, Good evening, Tammy. Good evening, Don. Good to see you both. So, listen, this was a weird week. We didn't have any of our own doctor's appointments.
I did.
Oh, wait. So, oh, yeah, you did. Holy crap. All right. It wasn't a weird week.
No, it wasn't crazy. It was a crazy appointment that'd be like, oh my god, how could you remember? They diagnosed me with.
Oh, no, yeah. No, this was.
It was just yeah, you're doing fine. I got to get my med refills. We'll take some blood.
Yeah, this was her
This
primary.
was primary care.
And she called on Tuesday, and they're like, "Yeah, you can have one tomorrow at 4:40 or whatever it was."
I was like, all right, let's do it.
I was like, "Yeah, take it.
Mhm.
Why wait? Why? Just they got it. Grab it." So and then my father had to get a tooth extracted, which is not fun at any age, let alone 80. No, not fun. He's a trooper though.
Mm.
So and how doth our garden grow? Our indoor
Indoor.
indoor garden. Yeah, and Don, I don't really like tooth work, and I'm not going to say how long it's been since I've been to a dentist.
That's why I make sure that I stay on top of my oral hygiene.
But like my teethuses are all essentially dead anyway from radiation, so no pain, no gain, right?
And mine, I have to stay on top of because like the medicine that I take for the
Uh-huh.
cancer can not cause tooth decay, but so it can lead to conditions that
Can lead
can
to
lead to
it's a precursor.
like cavities or tooth decay. So I just make sure that brushing twice a day and flossing and just staying on top of that.
But
I never miss it.
she never misses it, and she
And
does
I
those.
have something to show for that because one day, when last time when I went to the hygienist, she
Mhm.
didn't have to put anything to numb my
Gums.
mouth. Yeah, to numb my gums.
Nice.
So she was like, "Oh my god, you see?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, this is
Yeah.
awesome." She was like, "I love you," because she really likes me as a client.
Oh, as a person, she really
Yeah,
does.
like as a
She
person
loves me
too.
as a person.
She loved me.
She loved me. That's why I go to my dentist for reaffirming.
Yes.
Do you love me? Yes, I do. Do you remember that? Like, I think it was part of like the Woody Woodpecker cartoon series.
Oh.
And it's two lovebirds, literally two lovebirds, and she the female bird goes, "Do you love me?" And he's like, "Yes, I do." "Do you love me?" "Yes, I do." "Do you love me?" "Yes, I do." "Then get to work, you loafer."
Oh no.
Because he wasn't cleaning up nothing.
Uh-huh.
So Rachel's like, "Sounds like somebody I know."
Do you love me?
"Yes, I do." In my best, what was that comedian Gilbert Gottfried voice?
Oh, but please don't.
Well, that's what you get when you ask me stupid questions.
Hey.
It's a stupid question. Of course I
Okay.
do.
Then get to work, you loafer.
Ah, shit. Oh God. So our indoor garden got hit with aphids. And even my mother's like, how does an indoor garden get hit with aphids? And I'm guessing that certain plants are just predisposed.
Yeah, I'm like, how does this
And strawberries
come
are
up?
are predisposed.
Our strawberries have it too.
Not outside, but
The inside.
the inside ones are where the aphids mostly are.
So where do we get? We have to spray that thing.
I've been spraying it daily. It's a natural spray. And it literally, it's like a natural oil. So I guess it literally suffocates the aphids. So
Oh well, that's good.
yeah. So
Cause they don't spread, do they?
well, they can spread not throughout the house to other plants, but they don't like the mint. They don't like the basils. So they didn't do anything with the mint or the basil.
How big is this thing?
They little.
Oh, and what happened? You just started moving? I've never seen them.
No, I went to take off some less than healthy looking leaves from the strawberry plant, and I went, wait a second. The leaves felt a little sticky, and why would that be? Because the
Oh, it's
aphids,
their pee and poop.
well, the aphids are pulling out, like they feed off of the sap or the juices of the leaves.
Mm.
So, and also, I shouldn't pay more attention. My guardian picked it up with the video and said, "You have aphids," but I didn't see the notification because I wasn't looking for it.
Oh.
So the guardian is smart. Ah, so my son has been calling like he should. All right. But he has a disconnect with the time because he's out there in Salt Lake City. So I'm sure my phone will be going off next. It's like, why? Why aren't you picking up? Because we're doing a video. Neither here nor there. So yeah, we got aphids and I've been spraying. Also, we are starting new plants, which reminds me we got to put new water in. We're short 3 out of 5 gallons. We're going to top off the water in the green tonight, and then I got to check the starter tray to see if anything's sprouting yet with our new veggies and flowers. The outdoor garden is looking amazing. Holy crap.
So beautiful.
When we get back, when it's a nice sunny day, we'll take pictures and I'll put it up as a slideshow ready for 2 weeks from today. Because next week we're going to be in North Texas. And I will show you how everything looks. The strawberry patch is beautifully amazing. We got so many strawberries coming. The tomatoes look like they're going to do really well. The zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
The cucumbers are in a perfectly semi-shaded spot.
Yeah. They are like the best we've ever had them look.
Yes. The lettuce is doing well. I actually used it to make some turkey and Swiss wraps yesterday.
Oh yeah, we
God,
harvested.
I don't. It sounds like they're doing an air raid alarm right now. Oh my God! All right, so always an interesting time when you live in New York. Scott Mulder, hello, right back to you. Paul, that's impressive. They can recognize the head aphids. Yeah, I'm impressed too. It has 2 cameras. And for the most part, these 2 cameras, I thought, oh, I'll be able to look at this thing from. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like so close to the plants in a lot of ways because it isn't that huge a device that you're like, oh, I can't see the forest for the trees. All I can see is what's really in front of the 2 cameras. But apparently, these cameras went, hey, we have a problem. And it said, we got aphids. And their way of dealing with aphids is to essentially wash your plants in a vinegar solution.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think I'll go for the natural spray. And the natural spray is good because
And that's oil, not vinegar.
no,
Mm.
and it's some kind of like plant oil, but it's something that kills the buggers and is safe to eat without washing. But I would wash anyway, without washing 24 hours after use. So that's
Is
pretty.
it in the lettuce too?
No, it didn't look like it was in our lettuce,
Mm.
but like I said, it was um, definitely on the strawberries, and not all the strawberries, but one of them definitely got the issue, and it spread. But the mint and the basil look fine. Don't look like any issues. I think it doesn't like those scents.
Hmm.
Um, Tom, evening. Paul, do you stuff and fry up the zucchini blossoms? No, actually, we actually wait till it
Wait, the
grows.
zucchini blossoms. I didn't know you could do something with that.
I've heard of that, but
Really?
yeah, but I'd rather get a nice, not a supersized zucchini. Listen, I've in the past let zucchinis go to where they're the size of, I don't know, 2 feet. I think they're best.
Yeah, there was some that we had that I was like, I was showing off.
Well, that wasn't zucchini though. That was some other weird ass
Some
squash.
weird. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was some summer winter squash. It's a summer squash if you pick it early. It's a winter squash that lasts and can stay in like cold storage for months. It was some weird ass one that looked like Rachel's playing air guitar. And I was like, actually, that was before.
Because I think it came up to here on me.
Yeah, that was before the year. That was before the year of COVID. Right?
Yeah, it was.
Before the world came. But yeah, the zucchinis are looking really good now. The like everything else we have in raised beds or earth boxes. The zucchinis we have in large planters, but one per, and they seem to be really enjoying it. Good compost from the compost pile, fertilizer, a lot of fresh soil used in a lot of these things. So it's looking to be a good year. And then our front yard, the raspberries that we planted last year are producing like anything, and the older raspberries are looking really good and also producing. And then in the backyard, to the very back, we got the blackberries are out of control.
We've been having to give trees away.
Yeah,
their bushes away.
Yeah, we'll probably dig up some tomorrow and bring them out to my sister. We brought 2 to the house in the Poconos earlier. They're very hardy, and they are very much. We want to be loved. We'll spread our love. We'll keep on growing everywhere. Yes. So you kind of have to keep on top of it. So, like for this year, what had happened was that our raised bed in the back, it's truly raised. It's on a stand. The blackberries had grown over the box.
Yeah, for the second year in a row, it
rooted in the box, which was great because it means the roots weren't very deep. So I could just snip the vines off from where they were connected to the original blackberry plant, and then I had a
that won't
plant.
happen this year unless we take the black stuff off,
right,
at the end of the
season,
which
we will anyway because we want to put fresh stuff down for next year. So that's not an issue.
Yeah.
The
black stuff is like stuff to keep the weeds from.
Right. It's kind of like it's a permeable covering that water will get through, but plant can't grow through, so it keeps the weeds down. And it's black, so it keeps the soil warm. Plants like the warm soil. Well, most plants do. The cucumbers are, again, like I said, we have them in a good spot where it's semi-shady because we had them in the raised bed that we're talking about in the back.
Which have more sun.
Which have probably too much sun for them. They like it cooler. So we shall see how that works. Mr. Gunn, welcome. Yes, a bunch of barflies in here, I gotta say. A ginormous amount of barflies. But yeah, no, the gardening is going well, whether it's indoors
I haven't
or
seen any
outdoors.
hide or hair of the peonies yet. But they
I-
said 4 to 6 weeks. We planted like a week and a half. 2 weeks
yeah,
ago.
it's gonna take a while. It's kind of like there are certain things that you want to see
And they
sprout.
did say it can take a year to, you know.
It's like trying to watch a pot of water
Yeah,
come
I
to a
know. Every
boil.
time I go down the stairs, I'm like,
Gotta look.
where is it?
Don, you haven't heard barfly in a while? We used to hear it at our old pub occasionally. There's some barfly here. Of course, occasionally you'd have, whenever they were having a health inspection, real barflies would show up and be like,
Well, fruit flies.
well, fruit flies. I know. I know.
Only the best.
Only the best. Oh, by the way, Rachie, after the cast, I got a cuticle that I got to trim. They are annoying when a cuticle starts coming out, usually by your thumb.
No.
And you're like, and I'm like, I could grab it with my teeth, but that would be
Don't do that on camera.
That's what I'm saying. Because somebody's gonna screenshot it, and then I'll be harassed forever. It's like, what the hell? You know?
Yeah, that would be almost like being a mouth breather.
Oh my! Listen,
And we talked all about breathing last week.
mouth. I know where the mouth breathers are, and I know what state they reside in. I'm just not going to mention it. But it's north but south at the same time.
Yeah, that's why they're so like uptight and freaked out all the time.
Oh, hold on a
They're
second.
just not breathing right.
Hold on a second. I don't have to. I don't. Oh, so folks, just so this is going to be fun. I do actually have a nail clipper. There, okay. I cannot. I have a problem with this hand. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a lack of muscle in here, which is okay because I'm a lefty, not a righty. But it also means that when it comes to clippers, I can't get the proper. So I've learned to improvise and I palm them. Look, that's what life is, right?
Yeah,
A
you
series of
gotta work around sometimes.
Mr. Gunn, Wizard Tower Games, perhaps tavern moths? What are you laughing about?
Sadie.
She's poking her head down, looking at your foot.
Yeah, I'm waving my toes at her.
A barfly in a tavern? Never. A barfly in Brooklyn. Wait, we're in Queens. All right, never mind. So as we have obviously mentioned, we are going to be at North Texas. We arrive Wednesday. We will be there for the better part of the week. Come back on Monday. Rach and I hate leaving conventions, especially if you're flying on the last day, because then you got to walk around. And I did this at Gen Con years ago, and we left on a Sunday, but we were still gaming on Sunday.
You just need a time to like relax after.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's one thing if I'm driving. If I'm driving, I can check out of my room at 11 o'clock. Yes? Yeah. You telling me about the cat?
No, it's scratching it.
She's scratching an itch and whacking my leg at the same time. And I'm like, huh? But if you can put your luggage in your car after you've checked out, that's fine. But it sucks having to walk around like the gaming convention with your luggage in tow, which you see on a lot of Sundays. And that won't be me.
Yeah, those Sundays are like Christmas morning. Well, after all the presents are
Yeah,
gone.
you're like, oh, now it all comes to an end. Damn it. You know, and your two tables get usually like Sunday night when the hotel starts looking like, or the venue starts looking like it normally does. You're like, oh wow, it's really over.
They've corporatized it back.
Yes. I'm like, that can't be somebody's real scream. That has
No, that's the thing.
I'm about to no. But I'm saying is it actually sounds like an air raid siren getting ramped up.
No, that was two different things. That there was the guy's voice, and then there was also like a one of those sort of sirens.
Okay, all right. I mean,
yeah, there were two.
They were
different
so they
things.
were sirens. Okay. Paul, Flying home on Monday? Yeah.
Mm.
I don't again. I don't mind driving home on a Sunday because I can leave when I want to leave, right? And I can put my stuff in my car, and we can still hang out and enjoy ourselves until we go. All right, it's time to go. But if I'm flying into a convention, I don't want to have to. You gotta time your flight with your checkout, and if you want to get the most out of your convention, you don't want to leave early, but you have to check out usually by 11, right? So then you got your luggage with you. So no, I just don't want to be that guy or that couple,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Don, be right back. Got to get the pizza stone heating up.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I'm jealous. Pizza.
Paul has a good question, and actually, going to probably slip us into further topics. Paul, what meals are you leaving the convention building for? So, uh, with North Texas, mind you, we don't have a car. Doesn't stop us from eating out. All right, we're not. I'm actually laughing by saying that, but we always go and eat out at least once or twice
Yeah.
because
They usually like a barbecue, and then last year was a chili place in
chili.
Grapevine.
That was awesome. With Joe Block.
Yeah, and then other times it's been like a Chinese food or something like that. They have like a big sit down
Yeah.
like dim sum place.
So, um, the only place within walking distance outside of the hotel. So the hotel has a decent restaurant.
Denny's.
There's a Denny's, and as Denny's go,
We did that once. I was
yeah,
never so sick.
as Denny's go, it is not the top of the line for Denny's. Should I just leave it there?
Hmm.
Because if the average Denny's is a 4 out of 10, exceptional Denny's is a 6 out of 10. This wasn't average. Certainly wasn't exceptional. This was, oh God, what's the best way to put it? It if I was homeless and somebody wanted to feed me from that Denny's, I might just say, you know what? Maybe you should just give that food to somebody else. I'm this because you might wind up putting that through you as fast as it went into you.
And then like something there like people are very sweet in terms of like wanting to share the culture. So
Yes.
they come like people come with like certain like donut chain like that kind of thing, and then other people will come like in the morning, and then like other people will come with like these, I don't know what they call it, but the thing that it's most like to me is empanada.
Oh, like
um
these pies.
yes, it's got different fruits.
Yep.
Some of them they often have different fruits, but then there's other pies that have like meats in it. So yeah, empanada. It's like a.
But but they're bigger than an empanada.
It is. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, they're bigger than
I
empanada.
just remember it being like empanadas. Like
yeah, empanadas are like these are like empanadas that they're a meal in one.
well, they say everything is bigger in Texas.
Texas.
So it's like it's
So
empanada.
so a few things you can do, and I guess we'll dive into it now to maintain your healthy eating style. And I'm not listen. You're on vacation. You go into a convention. You're on vacation. You're not if you're on a keto diet, you better be going to like the local Walmart. I mean, that's what Joe the lawyer did. He actually Ubered. He got an Uber
Ubered to Walmart
and then Ubered back.
And we've done that in the past. We've gotten like certain things that would, help us, stay closer to healthier things. When Studgill would bring us to the Walmart.
Yeah, Mr. Gunn, I think they're called like fried pies or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, they're big. They're not a Hostess fruit pie. They're not like apple pie that you get from McDonald's. They are sizable, and you're supposed to eat them more than one. I think is usually what's expected of you. But neither here
But
nor
there are
there.
things that you might,
So we
maybe be forgiving of yourself in certain
yeah
situations where, like, if someone's trying to share their culture, somebody's trying to share something that you wouldn't normally get, that might be a time where you can say, yeah,
yeah
okay,
yeah,
and be able to let yourself have some grace and be able to really enjoy that. And then other times, like, when not every meal you're going to be eating barbecue or rich foods and stuff like that. Some of the nights you might, or some of the meals you might opt for salads, things that are closer to being whole foods, like, fruits and vegetables. And they do have those options at
yes
the breakfast buffet. So
yes the breakfast buffet. Again, like Total Con has a breakfast buffet.
mhm,
You can definitely stick to the fruits on that one and eat very healthy. If you're doing keto, you can do
mhm.
eggs and meat. You can skip the French toast or the pancakes, and you can skip the potatoes. Um, it's all about seeing what your options are. Okay, and yes, if there are some times when you go to these hotels, you find out that hey, I got a microwave and a mini fridge, and the fridge isn't stocked with booze; it is stocked with nothing. Probably 2 bottles of water when you come in.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the usual.
so what should you do? We've done this in the past. We've gotten pre-made salads and had them in our fridge. I think that was that
Yeah,
was
pre-made
it.
salads, like some cheese,
Yeah.
things like that.
I mean, like I plan on bringing some of my Catalina
I was gonna
snack
ask
mix.
you, yeah.
So we have some snacks at night that we can bring to the outer bar area, not in the bar, but the outer bar, and have something to snack on.
Our fruit bars,
Our
the
fruit
mhm.
bars. Um, Listen, if you're a diabetic, right, you need to not only just watch your carbs, you need to watch to make sure your carbs don't drop and dip. So when you go flying, fly with some candy that's readily accessible. Okay, you don't want to be going to the waitress when your blood sugar drops below 70. Do you got candy? We're gonna come around
Well,
in 20
come with
minutes.
orange juice.
Yeah. Well, you
Get
can't.
that beverage card out and
Yeah,
pour some orange
get
juice.
it, get it now, get it now. Um, a lot of this requires you to do a little
Planning for yourself.
planning for yourself.
Mhm.
Again, I'm a type 2 diabetic. Does my blood sugar go down a lot? No, but when it goes down, it'll go down. If it goes down one day, I'll have a stretch. It means my body and the insulin is
Yeah.
in think maybe too much for the meds I'm taking, and my blood sugar is going to drop. It for me. Again, part of this is knowing your body. If I get low blood sugar, I kind of know I'm going to see it happen more than once over the next couple of days.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
TXG, welcome.
Something too is like in situations where you can, where, like, it's not going to be like this very special food, like, say for example on the plane, like, that's kind of run of the mill, like, you're like, how well can they prepare certain things on a plane, so, like, you get things that are, like, more healthy. Like, I opted for like a tomato and mozzarella salad for my meal on the plane.
By the way, we fly once a year, so we fly first class.
Yeah, so trying to choose those things at the meals that aren't as meaningful, that you might not be, with your group of people, or, at a special place, to make healthier decisions.
Right.
And even there, if you can and you really love something that's healthy, go for it.
I mean, neither one of us is saying you have to make perfect decisions. Sometimes there's no
Yeah,
perfect
these things
decision.
involve like giving yourself a little bit of grace, you
Yeah,
know.
sometimes there's no perfect decision, but there are better decisions.
They're healthier. Just like you don't have to opt for French fries.
Right.
Like we went to a barbecue place last year, and or 2 years ago, and one of the people that we went with, oh, I'm not hungry. I'm gonna be having dinner later. I'll just have French fries. I was like, what? Maybe get a protein, get some chicken. You know, don't get the fattiest,
Is this what I think it was?
least food value thing on the menu. I think so.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
If I
Yeah.
know who you're thinking of.
Yes. Yes. So they're well
Huh.
they're a cheap bastard. So I mean, yeah. And anybody who knows me can certainly read between the lines. But
Yeah, you. The goal is to give yourself the most food value
right.
because we can fill up on just things that are worthless and very overly processed. So as much as you can, sticking to foods closest to their natural state.
Yeah. So TXG says he's been on a low carb diet since the beginning of February.
Congratulations.
Down 20 pounds and loving it.
Beautiful.
Mr. Gunn, yes, first class. Your pinky must get a workout.
Oh,
You know, look, I tell you, like I said, we fly once a year. Oh, this year might be twice.
yeah.
But I figure, listen, we used to fly to 3 cons a year, and now we just do North Texas. And I'm like, hey, since we don't have to pay for 3 flights, let's go in style. Might as well. TXG, I discovered low carb booze, so that's an issue. I find for me, for my blood sugar, which means it's not impacting my ketones much, or it's not gonna, is red wine, not white, red wine. I do very well with a moderate amount of red wine, but also hard liquor is generally low in carbs. So
Like when I did Atkins, I did a lot of flavored vodka.
oh yeah, I don't think this is our. I think it's a. These got to be different neighbors.
I think it's just down here.
Yeah. Ah, God help us. But at least they're keeping the karaoke down. You say you got to choose. You got to choose which poison is better or worse. And I'm not. So now I'm going to use North Texas as an example. North Texas, you have a decent restaurant at the hotel.
Yeah.
So you have options, and they will put together a menu that is con friendly.
Meaning, usually that is budget.
Yeah.
Pretty budget friendly.
Yeah. But they also, North Texas makes sure that they schedule food trucks. And the food trucks aren't some, I don't know, food truck like you knew 20 years ago selling hot dogs and shish kebabs.
No, they are quite specialized food trucks. Like,
Yes.
Are they going to have the Mexican truck this year? That was always very good.
I think they're going to have the Mexican. I think they're having a barbecue.
Mexican and barbecue. And then the oh my God, there was a breakfast truck which was dangerous.
Oh my God. So these are just, and when Rach says dangerous, certainly good tasting food.
Good tasting food, but dangerous in the way that it doesn't really have it's not quite on target with, like maybe eating a whole food kind of.
Mr. Gunn, my rule for first class is 6 hours plus or more. First class. Otherwise, business class. I'm too old and too fat to sit and coach with all those strap hangers. Scott Mulder, first class is so worth it. Business class is okay, but you're still really cramped. I can only do coach on short flights as the flight attendant has to shoehorn me in. We fly Delta, so we used to do Comfort Plus, and we'll probably do Comfort Plus if we have another flight to do later on this year. But we actually had a deal one time where on one of our shorter flights in like Madison to get to fly first class. It was only
Oh my God, there was no meal.
yeah, that's why it was only
There's no towel.
it was only $100 extra a person, but there was unlimited liquor. They
Yeah.
were willing to keep boozing us up.
Oh
It's like,
yeah.
how many drinks can you get in the 2-hour flight? But no, we decided last year that since we're no longer going to be doing GaryCon or Gamehole on a regular basis, they're excellent conventions. Don't get me wrong, but it's just probably a size that I'm not interested in. I've done it, been there. North Texas, TotalCon. These are, I'm assuming, Page next year is like the level of con that I want to get. I think 1,000 people is kind of that we are pushing the limit to where you can actually appreciate the people that you're around and get to make connections. And for me, conventions are about making connections. So now, if you go to a convention and if you fly in, there's a good chance you're going to be in a situation where you're going to meet people that you know from online communities or your online gaming group or whatever, and maybe they're locals, and they're going to say to you, "Hey, we're going to barbecue." Usually in Dallas, it's almost always barbecue, but we've also gone to Five Guys.
Yeah.
And we've gone to other restaurants. You know what? Hey, if they want to drive, you can always offer to pay for their meal, or buy them drinks later at the bar. See, I know sometimes people feel guilty, like, oh, I don't want. If they're asking you, do you want to
That they
come?
want to spend time with you.
Right. So don't go. Oh no, no, it's okay. I mean, I've actually like been like, oh shit, can we get back in like 2.5 hours? Because I got a game, but I really want.
Usually there's somebody that has to get back, so like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you usually people understand that because you're at a convention.
Yeah.
Um, TXG pickle beer.
Oh.
Okay.
See, that's something that I'm a little concerned about, like trying to stay on
Pickle.
not having too much alcohol.
I think you're talking
Because
about.
I have a 3-drink limit for the week.
Well, but Rach.
And I had one today. I had a sip today that was
It wasn't a drink.
pretty serious.
52% alcohol. Oh my god. And I just had a sip. Neither one of us had a drink worth.
No, we didn't have the whole.
We didn't have a whole shot. It was just joining a good friend. He insisted.
Yes.
And I was
you
like,
have to taste this. You've never tasted anything like it.
It's like
we really haven't.
And you know what?
I mean, been tasting it ever since.
Yes. It's been coming up on me. Mr. Gunn, I agree, but the flight is 3 hours or less. The cost is not justified. Dallas is like 3.5, 4. I think our longest flight was 5 hours, but that's the one that got rerouted.
Oh, the one that went to
Austin and then came back
2 years ago. Yeah.
Mr. Gunn, I agree. Delta is the superior airline.
Yeah.
We've had good luck with Delta. So now the reason why we started flying Comfort Plus in the first place is we would generally just fly whatever. And 1 year in Texas, we had a flight that got canceled because of bad weather, and we had to rebook as we're trying to get home. And this was early on, and the only way to get guaranteed seats on a rebooked flight was to get the Comfort
Plus or first class.
Right. And once we got Comfort Plus, we were like, I can't go back. We can't go back.
Comfort Plus is the lowest we go.
Yeah. That's it. Can't get any lower than that. We've got our standards. TXG, hopefully the hotel has installed more cameras. Yeah, last year
Oh yes, the catalytic converter crisis.
Right. So they've not only installed more cameras, but they have a camera at the car at the entrance to the parking lot. So when your car comes in, it takes a picture of your license plate, and I believe you have to hold your driver's license up and scan your driver's license. So you're on record. So the thefts of catalytic converters have gone from fucking stupid to non-existent because people have, not surprisingly, gone over to where it's easier to steal, and you don't have to identify yourself to a camera, which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So, theft deterring isn't about stopping the theft; it's about hardening the target. And once you harden the target to the point where there's softer targets in the area, you're no longer a target. Why go to you? No cameras in the bathrooms, Mr. Gunn. Yes, in the parking lot. So and yeah, that pickle beer. Oh God, now oh. I wouldn't wish this on my worst. Well, maybe. I could send the case down to the Carolinas at one point, maybe. Just saying. Didn't say where specifically. I mean, that's two whole states. Could be anywhere. I'm just saying. It is all right. So pickle beer, is that like fermented pickleball shoes? If you fermented the pickleball shoes with actual pickle juice, now I know who has drunk pickle juice straight. Actually, it's pretty. It's not. If you've got muscle cramps, it's good. Too high in sodium for me, so I must stay away these days. If I could get pickle juice without the salt, maybe. But I don't know if they make it like that. Salt-free pickle juice, but it's an acquired. Pickle juice itself is an acquired taste. Rach never got the taste, but I could do a shot of pickle juice, and then my muscles, I could almost feel the cramps going. Huh? Oh, so. Scott, I use Delta a lot too. Yeah, what do we fly the first year? American or something?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
After that, we were just like Delta
all the way.
Delta. Mr. Gunn, I agree. Once you get spoiled, it's hard to go back. Wife and I stayed at a Ritz-Carlton. Oh my God, it was awesome. We've never stayed at a Ritz-Carlton.
No.
We had a jacuzzi. We had a jacuzzi in our room once.
Yes.
Oh, actually, you know what? Though I will say, 1 year at GaryCon, through the generosity of.
Oh my God, the villa.
We had the villa 1 year, and the villa could actually probably sleep 2 couples. You have an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs is the bedroom and a full bath with a shower that could probably shower a full.
Yeah, and the downstairs had a full bath and a pull-out couch.
Well, no, it had a half bath. There wasn't a shower.
There wasn't a shower there?
No, there was a washing machine and dryer.
Oh.
But the downstairs also had a pull-out couch.
I forgot.
I felt guilty staying there.
Me too.
I was like, whoa.
This is way too big for just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us.
But I like being able to go upstairs to bed.
Yeah, like, hon, I'm going upstairs to bed. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me follow you upstairs. So now.
Yeah, that was the only room we ever ate like the food out of there, and
Oh yeah.
They had like some kind of food there, and like.
I had a full kitchen.
And they had like beers. We had some other beers.
Yeah.
They had Leinenkugel's or something.
Well, they had Leinenkugel's and they had the spotted cow.
Yeah, that.
So, now we didn't have access to a car that year. We didn't rent the car. We rented a car the following year. But if you have a car in something like the villa at GaryCon, you get a full kitchen, you get a full fridge.
Oh yeah,
You
you
get
can
a-
do your own cooking
so-
instead of having to rely on the
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah. So like Bill Webb from Frog God this past
Mhm.
GaryCon, they had a villa and he was cooking meals for everybody.
Sweet.
So that's a way to eat healthy. You're controlling what you're eating. But again, that's not an option at every hotel, and it's a more expensive option. Will it save you money if you have the time? Certainly, but also you want to socialize, right? You want
Mhm.
to game, and you can't spend all your time in a hotel room cooking 3 meals. It isn't going to happen. Most of us aren't going to do it. So, TXG, my cousin swears by pickle juice for hangovers. I haven't tried it myself, but I guess it would work.
Mm.
I could see that. It rehydrates you. All right, so I'm going to make an observation. A few folks can't hear it, but Mexican music sounds a lot like German polka at times.
Yeah, the accordion.
I can see the Germans doing a polka to this, and
Yeah.
there's a whole history to that. But
Dum, dum,
Mr. Gunn, not needed if you drink that alcohol water. Constant buzz. Who needs a liver and kidneys? I could use a liver and kidney. No, I like to keep what I have and keep it healthy.
Yeah.
Drinking in moderation only.
Keep the cancer out. That's why it's 3.
Yeah, hotel with the laundry is great. You can clean your clothes before you go home. So now, I do believe that there is a laundry room at the hotel at North Texas.
I think so.
It's a coin operated one, or at this probably credit card, debit card operated. But yeah, doing your laundry is it's really. And if you're somebody who wants to travel, like Rachel and I, we travel with only carry on, and that's fine. And it's only for 5 days. But if you were staying for a week and a half, do you want to bring that much clothing with you? No. The ability to have a hotel that has
Mhm.
your ability for you to clean your clothes is certainly awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. Gunn, you're going to go to that new convention in Philly. I think it is Page.
Yeah.
I am a special guest, Eric Tenkor, content creator / whatever. Yes, I'll be there. I gotta get myself something. I gotta submit something for the con. At least 1 or 2 games,
Okay.
and I'm on a panel. My God, I'm doing it. It's everything. Mr. Gunn. The Germans managed Mexico for a while, so oompa music makes sense.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the brewing techniques in Mexico have their roots in German
Yes.
brewers. You know, so Mr. Gunn. I'm sorry, TXG. Oh, Mr. Gunn, you're one of those pro-functional liver people. I thought I knew you.
Mhm.
Listen, you only get 1 liver. You do get 2 kidneys, but you only get 1 liver. You better make it work for you. You know, it's the last thing you need is to have issues beyond whatever issues you have. There are certain things that you can control, or maybe you need help controlling. If it gets to that point, you don't want to. We have a good friend who's I call it a home hospice. I don't know what else you call it.
Well, he was on home hospice.
I know it's like you should.
Now he's been off it for like a year and a half, like probably a year and a half. He's been off of the home hospice, and so he's just kind of at home.
The cat is
passing
not
away.
The cat's not enjoying the music. Okay.
Yeah, he's just at home without the care, except what he pays for like once a week.
So if the stream suddenly ends, the cat is currently walking on the keyboard. Come on, Sadie. And she doesn't normally do this during the live stream. All right, I got the keyboard. I think the music is a bit too much for her. You
What
okay?
happened?
You okay, girl?
No. Oops.
It's okay. Yeah. You're a beauty. Our orange cat.
Yeah. One they can't even see her. Oh.
Oh, you see, yeah, there you go.
There goes the tail.
There she goes. The joys of doing a live stream.
Yeah.
Cats on patrol.
Yeah, what are they doing out there?
Mr. Gunn. Oh, nice. It's a guest panel. Best kind of panel. They do not have to draw blood. Yes. So it's going to be a panel discussing essentially how to start a YouTube channel. And how, and if you have a following, like I built my following on blogging for years and years. I was able to transition it or add podcasting, and then finally,
Right. I
Good
guess
guessing.
like as these things got to be more commonplace, it just seemed like a natural progression.
yeah. So I still remember at Gary Con. Oh my God! Back when I started my Anchorcast, and my Anchorcast right away was successful. It was getting in. It was getting listens, hundreds a day for a daily cast. That was pretty good. And I had somebody approach me who hasn't established. They're still podcasting. They do some great work, and they're like, "Well, you kind of cheated." I go, "What do you mean I cheated?" Well, you already had a following. You didn't have to build it. Well, no, I had to build it somewhere else. You still have it.
Right. It doesn't change.
Yeah. Oh, here, Mr. Gunn. Build a YouTube channel. Find a gimmick. Buy subs. Profit. Yeah.
If it were only that simple.
If you buy subs, it's a problem with buying subs. Besides the fact that it's fake. It's like getting like fake tits. Really.
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah. Because they don't generate. You okay, girl? Where are you trying to get to? They don't generate traffic. So you can have, I don't know, 5,000 subs and still be doing the traffic that you were doing when you had 1,500 because those 3,500 extra aren't watching. You really are confused by this music. I know. It's okay. But, so, TXG. Yeah, same here. I'm still trying to get used to 20-year-old kids asking me if I need help with my bags when I leave the grocery store.
Mm.
Want to get down? Here.
Baby, come this way.
Mr. Gunn's being naughty. Tell the pretty ones you got a sack they can carry, and the less attractive ones open the trunk. Scott, I'll be meeting Tom V and Don S at WizardCon this year. Do you think you are going? The game plan is currently yes. So it's going to be hopefully on our regular schedule of cons to go to.
Yeah.
We were initially I was planning out the drive. We may wind up flying. We may wind up driving. I'm not sure yet. Because there's that joy of driving.
Although I don't get to share that joy.
No, Rach gets to do this.
The joy of sleep, nodding out and
Yeah.
sleeping in.
I wasn't sleeping. No, really. I was awake with you.
I was just resting my eyes.
Uh,
The sun's too bright.
Mr. Gunn, you were channeling Joe the lawyer? All right, I'll grant you that. I'll grant you that. I won't argue that point. But no, one thing we didn't mention, by the way, about trying to eat healthy at conventions: hydrate.
Oh,
We were gonna
yes.
show you our new water bottles.
We
We'll
have
save it
collapsible ones. We'll show you
at the con
yeah, on that Saturday.
because if you're hydrated, you're going to be less hungry.
Yes.
Now, it's quite easy at conventions to forget to drink water, but most conventions have uh, water, not just water fountains. They got these water. They're not even pitchers. They're like water servers of sometimes like with fruit flavored
Yeah,
water.
and that's really nice.
Hydrate, hydrate. This is the way. If one of the
Yeah, they
things
do
that
put it out there for you.
yeah, because one of the things that we forget is that the human mind is imperfect, and sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're
You're
not
really
hungry. You're
thirsty.
really thirsty.
And you don't want to let the thirst get to a place where you feel it because then by then it's too late and you're already, kind of dehydrated. So
Yeah. TXG. Hopefully the hotel goes all out like they did last year.
yeah, oh my gosh, they did so great last year.
Yeah, I expect that they will be on par, if not better. They really value North Texas at the convention. They listen, gamers. What do? We spend money. And they've. I think they're keeping the hotel bar open at 2 o'clock every night.
Oh, they didn't usually.
No, the first it was midnight, and then it was 1. Now
Okay.
because we are.
If they'll make that money, why
Yeah, why not?
not?
Yeah, Mr. Gunn. Agree. Easy access to water is important, especially during those fall and winter dry times. That's North Texas. You step out to one of those trucks to try their food. There's no shade. Okay, you you
I have loads of sunscreen that I'm packing.
you know. So just saying, hydrate, and it can't all be soda. It can't all be
Yeah,
booze.
soda's not gonna do it. Booze definitely not.
So water is the key. TXG Marriott has a club plan for the days that you're there. Although it's pricey, it's definitely worth it.
What at the club, like the snacks that are
Yeah, that special
in
room.
there? Oh,
Not saying nothing about that. Occasionally, the kindness of friends has been useful. All I'll say. Mr. Gunn, we spend money, we tip, and we don't usually trash the place. Yeah,
yes.
we're not a furries convention. Yeah, if you're not used to the heat in Texas, TXG, you're in for a world of hurt. Our first North Texas, we wound up going to the wrong Marriott. Not the wrong Marriott, the wrong.
Yeah, it was a Marriott.
Was it?
Yeah, they used to have it at Marriott South, but we got the taxi to Marriott North,
which was
and
like,
where our reservation
wasn't at.
And
we got a cab driver.
I was like, this looks too posh to be what we're here for.
So we could wait for a shuttle, which we didn't, or grab a cab. And we grabbed the cab. And we got a cab driver from Brooklyn, Russian Jew from Brooklyn, who asked us, "You're from New York? Basically, why the fuck are you coming to Texas in June if you're from New York?" And we explained. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "After this week," he goes, "I go back to New York for the summer to drive a cab."
Yep.
I was like, "All right." So, TXG, we snuck into the club the first 3 days.
I think a lot of folks did that.
Yeah, I think that the club should be part of your admission fee to the con. Just saying. Scott, cool. Hope to meet you and Rachel if you are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Listen.
Very cool.
We've met Tom and Tammy. wonderful people.
Yes.
I like to say I know Don like a brother, but I haven't met him in that meet space yet. But we will get there, and
It's exciting.
hopefully it's this July.
Mhm.
So part of the reason why driving is kind of cool is that you know I can like plan it out and like say, hey, let's stop somewhere. Because my limit of driving is probably 4 hours at a clip. So I could do 4 hours, stop for a meal, 4 hours, sleep, 4 hours, and then we're there. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out, but we should be there. So well, I guess we can sit back now, Rach, and enjoy our oompa music.
Yeah. And it is. You got the tuba. Boom, boom, boom.
So yeah, Mr. Gunn, you might want to use like little like those Mio water enhancers for your spouse.
Yes, and I also have a infusion, like these tea bags that go in cold water, and really nice flavors. So this way you get still more healthy things,
Yeah.
natural.
So TXG, we finally got caught and talked our way out of paying for the 3 days. We didn't know we had to pay. I got the remaining 2 days for $50. Okay, $25 a day, not too bad. It's a lot of soda and chips you got to use to make sure you.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's
well, and then the breakfast. That was part of the club.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't get like, a breakfast. Like you have to go to the truck.
Okay.
Or like you get that breakfast, but I think that like if you get the breakfast in the hotel, it's some fee. I don't remember. That was like bigger than the truck, or like kind of not worth it because the food was kind of ass. People were saying.
What, the truck food or the inside food?
The inside food for the price.
Oh yeah. Because if you don't have an omelet station, it isn't worth paying for. That's just me.
They used to in that room too.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was funny because our server would remember us.
Yeah, it's a Hindi lady.
Yeah, because we always tipped well, so they remember you.
Yep.
So it's a shame. It's
like,
a shame.
How have you been?
Yes. So the Marriott Club is what they speak of. TFG says the breakfast is excellent.
Mm.
All right. Well, we'll have to look into that.
Give it a shot.
Yes. So, folks, next live stream will be Wednesday night from the convention. I'm just going to just throw this out there real quick. So, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, Talking Crit. Me, Mike, Jim Kitchen.
For the pre-con, get it on.
Pre-con, get it on. And then, Thursday should be me and Glenn for the Dungeons & Dragons and Discourse live stream. Why Thursday? Because the whiskey tasting is on Friday. But we'll make it all work. Then Rach and I next Saturday from the con. So yeah, a lot of lives.
How did it go? Did you use the gym? Did you, how did you eat? All that good stuff.
Yeah, and that's part of it too, right? I'm pretty much guaranteed I'm not going to use the gym, but
why?
They had the TRX there.
They did.
They had your TRX.
So I feel like, maybe I don't need to pack my own TRX.
Yeah. If I get up early in the morning, maybe I'll walk around the hotel once or twice and I'll get my exercise before it gets hot. Before it gets so hot, you're like, ugh. Then again, it's Texas.
You don't feel it in the hotel because they keep it cool.
Yeah. I'll get my steps in on my watch.
But I will be using the gym.
Yeah, she's good.
They had decent treadmills, and when I saw the TRX last year, I was really pumped.
All right, folks. On that note, thank you all. Great turnout. Really appreciate it all. Listen, we appreciate your support.
Definitely.
It really means the world to us. If you come to North Texas next week, seek us out.
Yes, definitely.
Come on. You already know us. Come on.
And as you know, like don't just wave.
Yeah, because Rach,
You don't have to just wave. Hey, Rach.
yeah,
That's the way.
that's the way to hey Rach, because going back years, Rach and I have a little thing. And she finds me by my whistles. If we get separated, I'm looking for Rach, and I see her like halfway across the con. I'm like,
but that stopped working a couple of years ago, and then somebody was like whistling a song that you would whistle.
Oh, jeez.
And I walked over towards him. I went, "Oh shit,
yeah, my husband."
No, I didn't say anything. I was just like, "Oh, my husband."
So, all right, folks.
Oops.
Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those eyes, roll them well. Catch you all, hopefully, on the Wednesday live stream. If not before, and there'll be other videos between them.
Of course.
Of course. All right.